right, welcome to 10 Minutes with Anthony. I'm Anthony Iliopoulos, and of course, I'm joined by my partner, Jan Cherney. And Jan, I noticed today that, as you see, I'm going shirtless today because, you know, I'm, I don't, I'm not, I don't really have any sponsors or anything like that. But I noticed you have a shirt on. It says Key West Paddle Classic 2019, and I noticed there's a paddle boarder on there. A silhouette of a hot chick looks like paddling aboard. Some nice artwork there. And you want to elaborate a little bit on your T-shirt there, sir?
Yes, it's it's a Lazy Dog again. They did their paddleboard race competition around Key West successfully, yet another year, and another shirt. So you can check up online lazydog.com and look up various T-shirts you can purchase.
And of course, Lazy Dog is a company that's been down here forever, at least over 20 years. And they're a company that they're located right between Key West and Stock Island, if you will, on the right under the bridge there. The what do you call that bridge again? That I hung off of?
Kauki Bridge.
The Kauki Bridge. I hung off of it illegally for a movie we did once, but yeah, and you can go there. You can rent a paddleboard, kayak, and you go and this guy will take you, if you trust this guy to take you out in the mangroves, but he does a good job. He's taken me on tours out there before, and we've gone out in the mangroves and done shoots and paddle boards and all kinds of things like that. It's a cool thing to do, and you'll see some cool stuff.
Okay, so we got a question. With all the knowledge that you've accumulated, how could you injure your back?
Right. As you know, I did injure my back earlier in the year, which kind of curtailed me a little bit, and I've kind of re-injured it some. I'm going to work through it, though, with some chiropractic care. I'm going to work through it because I'm inside of 16 weeks now of a competition. But yes, well, the person will leave her anonymous, but a lot of times she has some pretty good questions for me, but she's like, hey, because she hurt her back, and you had told her that I was a fan of chiropractic care, and she was like, wait a minute, all his knowledge and all that stuff, how does he hurt his back? And I mean, the fact is, it's not if, it's when you're lifting weights, and the best thing to do is try to be safe. And I'm a firm believer in chiropractic care to keep things adjusted even when you don't feel good. If I were to continue, the chiropractor fixed my problem, but I didn't really finish up, and I just, because I was so eager to get back in the gym, and if I would have just finished up treatment, then I would be fine right now. But that's part. If you're going to be a serious weightlifter, or you have a job that you lift heavy boxes and blue collar job, things are going to get out of line. As simple as stepping off a curb while you're looking at your text messages or whatever, and you jolt that leg up, and that can put your spine a little bit out of alignment, and just keeps heading in that direction. And next thing you know, things aren't functioning properly, and you get soreness and stuff. So it's best to keep that like a maintenance of that. And you go and you get some deep tissue massages, keep everything aligned, and you'll be perfectly fine. You're treating the problem, not the symptoms with medication. Give me the painkillers of my back. I still didn't take any painkillers for any of that back problem. I don't really get involved with that. So use a little bit of CBD. That seems to help. I'm kind of honing in that CBD oil you hear a lot about now. I've been experimenting with it, and getting the right dosage. It's all on the individual. The thing with the dosage is what I'm finding out, getting the right dosage, and I seem to, I'm being able to get through it and train.
Well, speaking about the same person, okay, what are your thoughts on buying a juicer and kind of switching your diet, doing these cleaning cycles of 4 days being just on vegetable juice, and so what do you think about that?
Well, I have several juicers, so I do like juicers, and there's one that I've had for years now, that NutriBullet, and that gets used in my household every day. If I'm not using it, my significant other, MW, uses that quite a bit. As far as what they are, I mean, I think, that's not a weight loss solution. It's a temporary weight loss. I think it's good to work in. See, that's the problem. Weightlifting, being fit, healthy lifestyle and everything, there's a way to do it. And then these supposed gurus and other a-holes that are trying to make a buck pick out different parts of this, do the cleanse, do this. And those are all parts. I mean, a cleanse should be something you do once, twice a year. You're going to lose some weight. You're going to suffer a little bit because you're not eating, but the idea is to clean everything out. Now, if you're 200 pounds and you're fat or you're muscular, whatever, and you go and you don't eat anything, but you drink vegetable juice drinks, no matter what they are, for 4 days, well, you might lose 10 or 15 pounds. And that's water stuff. That's not permanent. The first cheeseburger that goes through your skillet is gonna put that weight back on. I like juicers. I like to make my protein drinks with those because I can put vegetables. I can put, one day I'll share with you one of my meal drinks I drink through that. I like them, but it's not the end-all solution. It's just, a cleanse is just something you do once, twice, 3 times a year. Get your, when I'm done with a bodybuilding show and I want to clean everything out and everything else, I do a couple days fast and cleanse, clean everything out, and then we get started again, But I hate these things where, a miracle diet, lose 15 pounds. Yeah, unfortunately, the concentration camps in Germany taught us that the easiest way to lose weight is to starve the people, and yes, you can lose weight starving, but that's not the idea. It's just a temporary fix.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Now you got me going now.
Yeah, I get irritated by that too. So, so pretty much
it should be part of your deal.
Yeah.
Your program. It should be part of your program, but it's not the only program.
Yeah, so juices are great, but just as a supplement to your overall diet and exercise.
I make a shake almost every day that I put a handful of kale. Okay, I put a handful of kale, a half a cup of oatmeal, couple scoops of protein, whether it be whey isolate, pea protein, pumpkin protein, or a combination, and then I put some type of frozen fruit in there, whether it be blueberries or a banana. Add water, bam. That's a pretty much a complete meal, minus the fat, and that's it. And that's not what I wouldn't have one of those 6 times a day for 7 days or 10 days for a thing. It's silly, but it's a nice, it's a nice, easy meal. It's somewhat enjoyable. Pick a time that you can, or if you're on your, make that and you're on your way to work, you put it in the car, you drink it. That's a meal, but that's it.
Okay, Anthony has some cool ideas about some diets. So what was it?
Yeah, when people tell me this crap of these, these shake diets or whatever, I'm not going to mention any names because I'll get hate mail for it. But, I can give you this miracle diet, okay? Go to your supermarket and buy 5 big boy Snicker bars or whatever. And Monday through Friday at 3 o'clock each day, eat one of those. Drink a bunch of water, don't eat anything else, and I promise you'll lose weight. Now, do you think that's a healthy way to do it? Or how about you go buy a thing of Tang and drink 3 glasses of Tang every day and a bunch of water, nothing else? How you think that's a good diet, As long as it's the orange Tang, I guess.
That's Anthony's big secret. So you guys, if it works for you, please send the payment to Anthony Iliopoulos.
I can see it.
PO Box 5120, Key West, Florida.
I can see it now on an infomercial about 2 o'clock in the morning. This man has revolutionized diet with the Tang Snickers diet. what this guy was once, and you know, you see all these like people on a treadmill and stuff. How's it going there? Oh, it's never been better on these Snicker bars. Terrible. But since you got me ranting, I might as well finish the deal. Okay, so here we go. And this is always like biting the hand that feeds me, but I'm getting old enough where I just don't even care anymore, man. But I'm just telling you, okay? I like to do this thing when I get ready for a contest. It's not showing off. Maybe it is. I don't know. I have to ask my psychiatrist that. But it's I kind of hold myself accountable. But there's always people that might find this interesting. And what I do is I take a picture, say, I usually on Saturday morning, because most of the contests that I do always take place on Saturday, start on Saturday morning, even though this upcoming contest I have is different. I think it might be on Thursday, I think, on this particular contest coming up. But anyway, and so that's when I do my countdown, 16 weeks out, 15 weeks out. Well, this past Saturday was 16. It was not really 16 weeks, but that's besides the point. It's 16 weeks out, and I'll post my weight, and I'll take a series of pictures. Nothing glamour shots, nothing with my nuts hanging out, anything like that. Nothing to give any of the indication that, hey, homo, look at me, kind of thing. It's just a shot that, maybe an ab shot, a front relaxed, a classic pose, something from the rear. Just so I can see myself, and then I'll say, okay, this is my picture on Saturday. This is my weight, 16 weeks out. This week, I ate X, Y, Z. I did this much cardio. I trained this much. Here's the next Saturday, 15 weeks out. Here's the difference. And believe it or not, there's normal people that find that interesting. People that are involved in bodybuilding. I find that interesting to see other people's progress pics, and you can kind of follow, and it kind of leads up to the contest. You're, oh, wow, the guy's getting leaner. What's he doing? You take a note. Now, certainly what I do for me might not work for you, because we're different. We work different jobs. We have different lives. We have different whatever. But the point is, it's for bodybuilding guys. It's for anti-aging guys now that I've gotten older. That's who it's for. There's nothing in there that I'm soliciting any kind of perverted sexual
or normal sexual.
Yeah, I mean, it just, I have it here. I think the like, that's the only reason I have my phone here is just some of these, and I just get so frustrated. And I deleted a lot of these comments on the book. It seems like Instagram doesn't have that same problem, though. It seems like it's always weirdos on Facebook, but yeah. So I look, some of these, and I'm not asking for people to kiss my ass. I don't care for any I don't care if you make a comment or not. If you say you're looking good, or you're looking on point, or I think you look like crap, those are all good. But what I don't want is to see, like this guy here, I'm not going to mention his name, but he puts on here very hot and sexy body, okay? Now, it's nothing against what your attraction is, if you're a man attracted to a man, if you're a man attracted to a German Shepherd, whatever the hell your deal is, man. I don't care, but the fact is, leave me out of it, because I got a girlfriend. I like girls. I always have. It's offensive to me that you take my post, which has nothing to do with, the bulge in my pants or whatever you're looking at. It's about preparing for a bodybuilding show. And so what ends up happening is the people that might be interested in this, they stay away. If I don't clean these up and delete these comments, the people that really want to see this stuff and interested, they're too embarrassed to even go on here and look at it, because they don't want to see, some guy deleted one post, he put woof on there. Man, let me tell you something, Jack. If you said that to me in person, woof, like that, I'd slap the fillings out of your teeth, if you know what I mean. And it just really irritates me. And I know I shouldn't give a crap. I've been around long enough, and I know this is part of the deal, and I know that I'm going to get a million messages saying, what are you new to this? What do you think this is? But here's the deal, man. This is my art form. I don't give a shit what you do bodybuilding for, what you're into or whatever. This is my art form. It's the way I express myself. I really don't care if I win or lose as long as I give a, an honest effort. You know, I do everything I can do, the discipline, the hitting the meals and stuff like this. At the end of the day, this is the way I display myself. And that's it. It's not for you to tell me woof. It's not for you to tell me hot, sexy body. It's not for you to say, hey, you look like you got a nice bulge in your pants, because none of those things are relevant of showing your art in a bodybuilding show. And it's very irritating to me, as you can see. And I left a couple of these comments on and responded to them just so people can see the idea. But from here on out, when I do these things, if you make a comment, and I'm going to put a warning thing on there, if you make a comment that I deem inappropriate, I'm going to delete you, man. I delete people all the time. People send me the worst messages, just lewdest, crudest stuff, and it's unbelievable to me that these people, these human beings, are amongst us walking the earth like they go to work somewhere or something like that. I don't know if that works. You know, if you can send somebody a picture of your dick or something like that, and they'll be like, hey, sign me up, I want to date that guy or whatever. I don't know where that works at, but you know, just stop, man. This is about bodybuilding. This is about my art. You know, let's see what I can create. And I know some of you are going to say, well, this guy's taking himself too seriously. F him, he's a tool. Turn the page. Go to one of these guys that stick a cucumber down their underpants, and they take a picture out by the pool like this, and then you can get your happies and send them messages and stuff. But stay off my page, jackass.